All right, I haven't done a video like this in a while. I think they call this like a vlogging style. I used to call it me-log, just trying to be different. But I'm scouting today for a shoot coming up this weekend. I'm looking for a background that I'm not gonna use it as it is, but use it as like a filler to create something a little different. It's also the first of the year, and for some of these shoots that I'm planning or I want to do coming this summer, I think I need to start doing some hiking. Just going out, having fun with friends, that's one thing. But having to lug equipment, set it up, shoot, down on the ground, up, pack the equipment up, and then lug it back to the car. That can wear you out. So now I'm walking at a pretty brisk pace. And I'm not tired, but I'm getting winded, which tells me that I need to get back on it. I'm gonna do that soon. Now I have to admit, I've lived out in country type areas most of my adult life. Grew up in Flint, Michigan. Or I should say I spent my summers in Flint, Michigan. That's country. But I consider myself to be a city boy. Snakes, lizards, all that stuff, bears, coyotes, rabbits. I ain't down with all of that. It's so quiet out here. Listen. That's too quiet. I need to hear like a fire truck, police car, people talking, fast cars revving their engines. Now, one of the things that I kind of miss, that I've missed this past fall, is I had an assistant that I've been training for forever. I mean, since he was like 15, I was taking him out on photo shoots. In the beginning, he didn't really do much. He was really there just to kind of watch the equipment, make sure nobody walked off with it, or at least yelled to me before somebody could get away with it. So this past fall, you know, he went to college, so his focus has been other places. And he's playing extreme frisbee. Extreme frisbee. He's pretty good at it though, I have to admit. So I've done several shoots lately without his assistance. Ooh, I got lazy. Didn't realize how heavy the equipment was. Couldn't figure out why sometimes he would take off and he'd be like, "Dad, you're walking too slow. I'll meet you at the car. Give me the keys." I hear the water. I'm not quite there yet, but I hear it. Be interesting to see if I can turn this into like a winter wonderland. This might work. All right, this one is going to be a little challenge, but I think that we're up to the challenge. I have somebody in mind very specific for this. We've been working on that for a little while, so sometimes I hate to be very, very specific because it kind of takes you out of the flow and the spontaneity of the creative thing. You want to be in the ballpark, but sometimes you can just plan things just too much. Forcing yourself to deal with what you have and making what you have work sometimes comes out better than planning it to the hilt. We'll see what happens. Let's see what's down there. I think this is far enough. When they have rails, that's probably a sign for something. What the heck is this? Maybe for horses? Now, if I were 5 or 6 or 7, I bet you could figure out what I would do with this. Come on. You know I was gonna do it. I knew I was gonna do it. But if I bust my butt on this, I probably won't show you. That made absolutely no sense. I'm not 5. Sometimes I act like I'm 5. But why not? All right, we're gonna go off the beaten path a little bit here. See if I can find some other spots. You may not be able to see it, but there's a boat out there. I think I'm gonna set my other camera up and see if I can get some crazy high quality shots with that before it gets dark. Now, according to all of the graphs on the monitor, it's saying that I'm overexposed, and I'm gonna try to work it out to where I can get the sky perfect and maybe the water might be a little under. So this is really a test, because working with these graphs, something new to me, but something that I think that I need to work on. So I think I just saved you guys a big headache. I was talking and explaining the screen and everything that was going on, and I wasn't even recording on the GoPro. So you're welcome. Now, I actually would like to stay here and film this and catch the sun, but I don't think I could stay out here that long. And I'm standing in the woods, and I keep hearing the leaves rustle behind me. I don't know that I necessarily want to be right here when it gets dark. All right, we're gonna bring this video to a close. We scouted this area. I think I'm gonna use it. And we had a chance to test the new equipment. So I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm out here doing my thing. And I would say to all of the new photographers, people who are trying to get their thing going and trying to learn a few things, just remember that there's always room to grow. There's always new things to learn. And just because you see someone doing something great that you'd like to do, there are other people doing things that they would like to do. They specialize in one area, but they can't really do things in another area. So do what you do and try to be the best that you can at what you do. And if you do that, there'll be somebody that will like what you do. So until next time, have fun, be safe, and I'll see you on the other side. And I'm still not waiting for the sunset. Nope, not gonna be here in the dark. Not gonna do it.